I found really interesting in this book that you cover so much ground in terms of different types of addictions. One which I noted down, you talked about approval porn.
Yes.
Tell our audience about what you mean by approval porn.
Okay, so let's think about let's start with what it is in real life. So in real life, we humans like pleasing other humans. So we like meeting other people, and we like doing things that they tell us they like us doing. It's often in a negatory way called peer pressure, but it's actually happening all the time. It's what keeps us behaving well with strangers. It's a unique thing to humans that we work well as groups, and the reason we do that is that we like to do things that the group of people around us want done. So in the biochemistry behind that is that we get a little shot of oxytocin, which is a very pleasurable feel-good hormone, which gives us a dopamine hit when we do something that other people like. You can get a shot of oxytocin right now by patting your dog. By the way, the dog will get one too, and that's working as designed. Giving your wife a hug, giving your kids a hug, give you a shot of oxytocin. Going out and hanging out with a group of your friends and doing things that they show to you that they like will also give you a shot of oxytocin. So that's how it works in real life. Nothing wrong with any of that. In fact, it's very good. For a long time, people who wanted to make addictive software were unable to crack. How do we simulate that? I mean, they'd simulated other ways of addiction, because one way to make a software addictive is to find something in real life that we find rewarding and then run it at high speed in a simulation in software. So we're all familiar with this. Gambling apps do this. Gaming does this. It runs a high-speed simulation of putting yourself in danger, which, by the way, remember, danger stimulates dopamine just as much as reward. So when you go out and you play a first-person shooter, you're doing that. You're running a high-speed simulation of danger. So they knew, and porn, sexual porn, is also a high-speed simulation of sex, which we know is rewarding to humans. So, but the tough nut to crack for people who wanted to addict humans is, well, there's this other really addictive thing that humans do, or potentially addictive thing, or rewarding thing that humans do, which is that they enjoy socializing with each other. So how do we run a high-speed simulation of that? And that nut was cracked with social media. So the easy way to do it is have the people post something to a large group of strangers and have them get instant feedback that they are liked. So you'll notice Facebook does not have a dislike button, and there's a very good reason for that. The addictive element is the like. The addictive element is feeding back to you that you have done something that a large group of humans really like, and they've told you that. And every time that like hits, you get a shot of oxytocin. And that's the addiction mechanism. I call that approval porn. Anything that communicates approval to you in a high-speed simulation is approval porn. Why porn? Because porn was the original of all of this. But they're not selling sex, they're selling approval. Now, the next step, by the way, is to go one step further and combine the sex and the approval. You've got dating apps.